Welcome back to your news. We now welcome Officer Marvin Tabb-Walker from the City of Beaufort Police Department. Officer Tabb-Walker, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, ma'am.
Now, why don't we talk first about the schedule? How do you go about scheduling in reference to this type of enforcement?
Well, that's an on and off duty thing. Like sometimes if I'm in my civilian car, I may witness several violations, which is the times where I view the worst, people getting cut off, people running stoplights, almost head-on collisions because of distracted driving and things like that. And once I see these violations off duty, when I'm on duty, of course, I look for them. And also, if accidents are happening in certain parts of the city, that also fluctuates my schedule as well.
I would imagine. Now, you mentioned a couple, but what are you seeing most of these days while you're on the road?
Most of these days is individuals getting cut off. We are seeing a lot of more distracted driving situations and also road rage situations in reference to people getting upset when people cut them off and things like that. Texting and driving is starting to happen a lot. A lot of times people may not be texting, but in the same token, if your attention is totally on your electronic device while your vehicle's in motion, that definitely is an issue because you're not paying attention to the roadway.
It's funny, I just made a commitment, I'm going to say about 3 months ago, to activate that feature on my phone that says do not disturb while driving, and it senses when your vehicle is in motion. And it's been a tough commitment, but it's been very worthwhile.
Yes, ma'am.
What do you value most about your job description?
I value most about just keeping the roadway safe. A good day for me is coming out here, cutting down violations, but the biggest thing is going through an entire shift without having an accident on the roadway. Accidents in parking lot areas are typical to happen, people backing into each other, but to have a full shift with no accidents on the roadway, nobody's being injured or killed, that's always a good day for me. I
got it. So, with all this effort to raise awareness, do you feel like things are getting better, or is the situation getting worse?
With so many young drivers on the roadway, it's tending to get worse. We're having a lot of more distracted driving incidences, a lot of more road rage incidences in reference to people being upset about being cut off or running the stop sign and things like that. So it's kind of hard to say. Certain days it seems like it's helping, and certain days it seems like we need to get an additional officer out here to help keep these roadways safe.
Now, before I let you go, very quickly, what is the single most incident that you see in this division?
The single most incident I see is following too closely. That's the #1 accident causer in the state of South Carolina. A lot of people really not, how should I say, looking at the actual statute or paying attention to when they get their driver's license, putting that car length or two in between them depending on the weather conditions. And it's causing a lot of the state of, insurance companies a lot of money because this is one of the prone accidents that happen out here due to falling too closely and distracted driving combined, vehicles running into the back of others.
I got you. Well, Officer Tabb-Walker is with the City of Beaufort. Thank you so much for enlightening us on this very important subject today.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Upon our return, Low Country Weekly is back to take us out and about. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in a flash.